So is it true that the government is putting fluoride in our water? This is coming from a FBI agent?
Yes.
And what's your name?
John Bradley.
John Bradley.
Okay. And yes, we are polluting our own waters.
And you're polluting your own water for what reason? Population control, correct?
Because big companies are dumping these chemicals into the water. We allow so much to happen. Okay, under EPA rules, you know, they can do so much, and then they come in and are able to get away with all these things. And the government turns their blind eye to this because it's big corporations. Okay, it's all about money.
It's basically the corporations that are controlling, correct? Correct.
The corporations control America.
And whoever owns the corporation, E.T. Rothschild, etc.
Yeah. You name it. They own America. Nobody else does. If you think you have a voice in anything you have to say, sure, we can all go vote who we want for president, but it's not, your vote doesn't count. Okay? It's who this select group of people choose. What do you think Barack Obama got in? Okay? I am against Barack Obama, but he started out, wasn't even a year as a senator. Next thing you know, he's president of the United States. Okay?
And you are a Masonic, correct?
I'm a Freemason, yes.
What is your ranking in the Masonic temple?
I am in the 32nd degree, 33rd degree of the Freemason.
And you said there's something about rituals. Explain more into that, please.
Well, some rituals are meant to be kept secret. Not all things are voiced to the public. We allow so many things to be known to the public, but some things can't be divulged.
You don't want it to be divulged because you don't want the people to start rebelling, correct?
Rebelling, it's not about rebelling. I mean, if people rebel, it's their choice to rebel against whoever and whatever government they want. You know, we have that right to do that. But also, in making those opinions, there are also sacrifices in that too. You know, any good-blooded American knows that there are sacrifices to every decision we make about our government. I believe.
But we're not making the decisions. The corporations are.
Corporations are making the decisions.
They're making the decisions for us. We have no voice.
You really don't. I mean, everything in Congress, senators, Congress.
Until you get a select group of people believing what you believe, and then you have a voice.
Look,
when you get a group of people together, such as Christians, for instance, they have a voice, correct?
They have a voice. They have a voice, but look at their whole organizations in the religious realm. They get tax cuts. They don't pay the government any money at all. They bank all that money. And if you're out there in the Crystal Cathedral or Joel Osteen and all that, you're making bank. Joyce Myers, they're all making bank off of those hardworking seniors that are retired, giving them all their money so they can have jets, 10 homes, going around. I need a jet to fly me over here to preach the gospel. I don't think that's what this whole, Christian realm thing is supposed to be. It's supposed to be to help your fellow man, not to help your pocket.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so I'm very anti
religion.
Not in religion. I'm not talking as gospel, but as in organizations. Yes, I'm totally against. I mean, I'm a former Mormon.
But you're with an organization. So you're against organizations, but you're with a Masonic organization.
We believe in God or a higher power.
And who's that higher power?
Whatever you can see that higher power to be. Okay? As long as it involves God. I mean, people describe God as many different forms. So,
what is your form of God? What is the Masonic form of God?
I believe that God and Jesus Christ have tangible bodies as you and I, and that soon they will return to this planet and restore humanity.
They'll restore humanity, but you're worshiping them by controlling the population? That doesn't make sense.
I don't personally control the population.
Okay, but you're helping.
Because my job entails me to enforce those laws when it comes to the United States. Major drug trafficking, people trafficking, child pornography, stuff like that. Those things are against what we as humans stand for, especially child pornography, exploitation.
But the government still does it.
Actually, we try to really crack down on this.
You try to crack down on it, but you allow it.
It's hard to crack down because every time we find a way to nip it in the bud, they always find another way to another avenue to get around things. You know, so it's hard. I mean, it's hard for those serious type of things to be dealt with. Drugs. I mean, we've got to deal with the cartels that bring. I mean, they've got underground tunnels that bring it from Mexico to the U.S. I mean, we don't have the resources, the time, you know, to crack down on this. And everybody's still for, you know, pro marijuana. Well, hell, let's do like, I think there's, I forget what country it is. They legalize drugs, you pay a tax on it. You buy it, you pay for it. I don't see why that we should not allow marijuana to be legal. Honestly, because it's real. Who cares? I mean, my mom was a pothead in the 60s.
What do you think about all the drugs that? What do you think about vaccines most of all?
Vaccines?
Yes, vaccines is just another way of population control, correct?
Vaccines are important to us.
To control the population. Is it true that if a citizen says he does not want a vaccine, and he has a specific reason to not want that vaccine, he does not have to get that vaccine?
If you're going to another country and you are required to get these vaccines, it's the law, because then if you go there and you contract something, bring it back to the States, and then it spreads to the States, then we have an epidemic.
But it's population control.
It's not really population control. It's for the safety of you, and when you come back to the United States, that you are inoculated and don't bring back foreign germs into the United States. We've got enough foreign germs in here as it is. So, yes, that's not a form of population control. It's a health concern. So I don't think you would want to go to another country, bring something back, and have your family members get something and die, you know, Ebola or stuff like that. So yeah, there's certain things that we have to do. So no, that's not population control. Population control is your phones spying on you. They know what you're doing.
So they know that I'm recording you right now, correct?
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they do. I mean, we have a major problem with privacy when it comes to phones, our lives, because we can tap into it and get that information in one keystroke.
So, as long as human beings continue to have these devices, you will know when a rebellion is going to come, correct?
Of course it's going to happen. I mean, there's not a single time that you can go to any government agency, and if they're trying to spy and they want to know information on you, look, they got GPS on the phone. They can track you. So if you're a criminal, they have your phone number, they can track you and pinpoint you to right where you're at. Okay? If you're doing something on your phone that you should not be doing, they're going to tag you. Simple as that. I mean, there are people on phones that, you can be watching porno on your phone, guess what? We all know that you like a certain type of porno, and There you go. Okay? I mean, we spy on our people too much because we have problems with too many insurgents coming in and trying to destroy what freedom we do have, the freedom we have, and so we got to protect that. And I think that's there's a limit to that. I don't need you to listen in on my phone calls to whoever, you know, my wife or my mistress or whatever, you know. I don't need you looking in on that. You know, that's nobody else's business. But I think to a point for U.S. security, yes, I think there is a time and a place for things.
Okay, well, it was nice talking to you, John.
Yes, nice talking to you too.